Hello, people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully, all doing good and life is good on your side. So, weather is in transformation. Like from warmer setup, we're going slowly towards fall. Mild, cool weather. It's coming up. I guess I'm hoping, fingers crossed, in a couple of weeks. So I actually am waiting for winter, despite some tragedy happened recent times. I do not know what's up with Facebook. There are just too many glitches, and it's just getting impossible to use Facebook. I'll start with that negative note. They have taken down my profile. Let me update you on that, and then I'll go with morning thoughts. Okay. So I had nice sleep. For last 2 days, I couldn't sleep properly because it's bothering me that once your Facebook profile of 8-10 years is gone or more than, I don't remember how old this profile. It's one of the oldest profiles I had. I think since the beginning I had. Since 2000, whenever Facebook started. Imagine this, I think it's more than 10 years. Oh my God, it's like all those years of my memories, all my friends list, everything is gone. So whatever reason, I don't know, they just had a glitch or something I heard somewhere, or they did like a massive takedown on many profiles. Some people got it back. I haven't got it back. It's been 48 hours. So some people said you wait, I appealed and stuff, and it was just totally broke my heart. They're like, it's not like you're blocked or something, you're not restricted, your profile itself is gone. So leave me a comment below if there is any solution, if you know what's up. So I lost it on Saturday. So and from then until now, because difficult to add up to, like running my page, like I lost my posts, friends and everything, inbox, my orders, customer base, everything is gone. So luckily I still have my page. So I have this alternative profile that I'm using, Joy Amin, that is like old like what do you call the, oh man, early morning sometimes you're like blind not blind, you're like blank, so moderator account. So I've been using this as my main profile now. I told people, if you have been a friend with me, if you see this video, please add me back. Like I am in the J-Boy. I mean, you'll see me post in Fragcomm Bangladesh. Join there, I'm active there. So it was very difficult to accept it. It's like I lost my best friend or something, even though I hate what Facebook is doing right now. Like they really are messing things up, and it's like so messy. A few months back we lost our group. It was like a glitch, they got it back. So I'm hoping it's like that. But why would you ban a profile? And it's just too many companies, they're like sold out. Like Facebook is just all about money. I'm finding this offensive, that one doesn't go with for community guidelines, blah blah. You just need one small excuse just to give you a warning and then take down your group or profile. Come on guys, we had long relationship with Facebook. Why would you do this to people? It's like we're not committing any crime or anything. It's like hate crime, nothing. We're just doing nothing, just like enjoying fragrance game. It seems like they don't want us to talk about fragrances, especially Middle Eastern perfumes and stuff, because perhaps they're losing business. I don't know. So it really got me upset. I don't know actually the real reason, so I don't want to blame anybody. It could be like someone reported and took down my profile. Possible. Could be a Facebook glitch. Could be a copyright issue. Whatever. End of the day, I lost my profile. So I'm using some alternative profile. I'm using 3 phones right now. It's getting messy. I need because this phone where I had my Facebook, I used to operate everything, inbox, my reviews, everything was shared from here. And now I don't have Facebook here. So I have to use another phone, then I have used other phone for taking orders as a backup. Crazy. So yeah, it happened on Saturday. I attended a program. Let me just go like this. I attended a program that was a perfume convention. Usually every year it happens, but last year I did not go. And it's basically not a proper fragrance like how you think. It's a proper fragrance, but it's more of a natural attar, oil, oud, that communities program. And some of the sellers would go, they sell a regular fragrance as well. So this year, I know this is going to go to right parties and people will know. People need to know what's up. I always get invited as like as a guest, and they do send invites. But this year, I think for some weird reason, they did not send me invite. It's okay. I don't want to be entitled or anything like, oh, I deserve it, I'm the president. Well, I am the president, but like I was a bit surprised. I thought, like maybe one of the organizers fell sick. It could happen, mishap. So I gave them benefit of doubt. First day, there was like work going on in my house. You saw I did review from the other room where painting and renovation going on for weeks. And then they just left finally, finishing the paint. So that room is empty. So when I was doing the review, my parents were still there in the house. And then after they left, after I finished all the day's work, I felt like I want to go somewhere. The second day of the exhibition, second and last day, I went. It's in Gulshan 1, I think Elite Convention Center. So I decided to go because, sometimes, I miss going out. I don't usually go out, socialize that much, but I thought I would get to meet some of my friends and fans, And then there was Perfume Center, where I buy my perfumes from. There's Mridul Bhai is going to be there, Masood Bhai is going to be there, my dear brother Mushfiq Bhai, other guys. I know many people are going to be there. So they're going to be like hanging out, chilling, having tea. So I'm like, let's go. And then I took Uber, I went. And it was a weekend, but it was so jammed, and the building is like ninth floor it happened, and then the base, it was like the lifts are not so big. The three small lifts couldn't, accommodate so many people, and they're like a long line. I'm telling a slow story how it happened. I'll put a picture of. I think I have pictures, some of the pictures with some of the brothers. I think I'll do a collage. Like I'll do that as a, like a cover photo. Okay, so I went up there finally, and then when I was waiting, so many people like started recognizing me. Hey, Joy Bhai, are you Joy Bhai? I'm like, Bhai means brother. I'm like, yeah, and they're like big fan brother. They're just taking photos and stuff. When I went up, I saw this beautiful hall. It's like a newish venue. I think it's super nice. I think this is the best venue so far. Only thing is, the problem is too high, and it was like getting up there. Some people even climb stairs ninth floor because it was too long, the queue. So yeah, I went there. It's like a nice little arrangement, lot of stalls. Let me give them proper props that this is one of the nicest venue they chosen, and they gave like good sales. Lot of people came. Like the Friday I heard was jam packed. They ran out of 3-level car parking. It was full. I think there were 800 vehicles or something that came, a lot of motorcycles. So it was like literally like so many people. Usually I do videos, I didn't do video that day. So when I went Saturday, it was kind of okay. You can walk around, still mingle. But by the time I reached from one shop to another, people started recognizing me, and they know like, Joy, like they're like, Joy is here, And they're like, brother, can I just take, like a moment? Can I ask you something? I'm a big fan. I never met you. Like, when they see someone they follow for a long time, for first time, they will have some interest. And I was like, of course I love it, because it's like engaging with real life fans, those who buy perfumes and they like you. I was enjoying every bit of it. And I literally think I met so many, I think more than 100 people I met who are followers of mine. Great talking to them. I suggested perfumes, asked, like I had to spend little time with everyone, but it was a great interaction. Then I went to the shop, but the shop perfume center was so packed, man. They were selling like left and right, and they did have very busy time. So I was like, okay, I'll take Armani Stronger With You Oud. I took that one, but I haven't, I forgot to take the bottle that day. I'll get it soon. So I'll talk about Stronger With You 4 in the next video, right? Then I started meeting a lot of this new people, like, some of them are my age, some of them are older than me. So one of the brothers I met was Paulen Khan Bhai. And this brother, I just want to tell you these little stories of happiness. Like, this guy is one of the most kindest, biggest heart. Sometimes I feel I would like to practice to have such a big heart like him, guys like them. And he just came and hugged like, Joy Bhai, like he always supports me. He bought perfumes from me. It's not because of that. He's just a nice guy to everybody. And he gave me a hug that he's so strong. I was like, oh, I'm like, bro, you are strong and super fit. And he doesn't live in city like here. He traveled just for this program. And I was just having a great time chatting with him. Then I met Masood Bhai, we were having coffee, chit-chatting. So there are a lot of people, a lot of people I don't like also were there, but I was avoiding them. So anyway, the thing is, it was overwhelming. People were taking selfies, and like, Joy Bhai, can I take a selfie? At first I thought it's unreal, it's like every 2 steps I take and people just like, hey, come. So I was like, great honor. I just enjoyed it so much. It's like, I'm just human, sometimes I was like overwhelmed by the love. So thank you so much for those who appeared, and those young folks, Gen Z especially. I always respect younger folks, because you guys are the future, right? We all souls are corrupt. So great program, but halfway through of the program, I think around 7:30 or 8, the program was going for until 10:30, 11 p.m. But halfway through 7, I think my Facebook I opened, and I tried to post the selfies that I took. And I saw I was logged out. Then I thought, oh my God, not again, because it's a Facebook glitch. Then I asked other people, they said, our Facebook is fine. Then I tried opening, they said, bro, I don't see your profile. This is a bad news. Then all my cover photo of the group was gone. I was like, oh my God. Imagine in the middle of all the excitement and happiness, and you lose your profile. How do you feel? I just said, I felt like I had a stroke. And Masood Bhai told me, like, brother, you should go back. If you want to go back, go try from laptop, contact professionals, because it's your main profile. Suddenly I was like not well. Then I started leaving. Then end of that thing, something unpleasant happened. I don't want to discuss that, because these are, honestly speaking, these are kind of people I don't even want to mention, or, I recognize them, some of them who did this. I don't want to share this event or incident, because I don't really think it's worth my time. But there's something unpleasant they did. But there are some guys who apparently respect me, my brother, my friends. I could not believe how these people could do this to me. This is one of the things, I think, one of the bitter experience I had this event. Those who are watching know this. Some of the organizers are not so good people on this program, and they knew what they did. And I remember the guy who pulled my hand. I will not forget him. okay, and I kept him in my knowledge. Okay, I'll always remember him. Okay, in my community, in this, like, I always move alone. I don't have a gang. I don't go with a wolf pack of 10. I'm not that insecure. I have my aura. I have my profile. I do have my presence. People know me. People just come up and say, hey, bro, thanks for all the community work. I did build this community for 8-10 years. I'm not like here a newbie, right? So I work on international stage. Okay, you guys, if you follow me, I do in English, so all of you can understand from everywhere. And I'm not very like a popular known as Bengali. Like, I don't do Bengali reviews that much, but I do have other channels. But end of it, imagine like you're already upset about the Facebook thing. I don't know if these people actually sabotage or something at Facebook. I don't know, but whatever happened, I just smile in the end. Like, people can be pathetic. Okay, so anyway, so let people do what they want to do, but I don't keep it in like in my like system for very long. I was upset for a day, but the people I remembered, that so-called friends and smiling faces, I will remember these guys. Okay, they say, brother, let's have coffee, let's just, you guys know, if you're watching, I would not say names, but if you were those brothers and nice looking people, I will remember you forever, because that's what I do. I'll never forgive you people, okay, what you did. Okay, so anyway, so that event thing, I already shared those right parties, correct parties. It will come back, okay, so don't worry about it. But thing is, just 5% of the whole event was that bitter, but 95% great. So what I learned from it is that sometimes, I'm not very social person. I have social anxiety and stuff like that. I don't want to fake. I always share with you everything. And I'm not a very big person. Like, I'm not like, I get overwhelmed like when I have to communicate with so many people. Like, here is one-way communication, but when you meet someone or fans, they ask you so many questions that sometimes they ask like, what is the greatest aquatics? And right moment that I could not remember, so I said, maybe go to that shop, and then that brother will suggest you, because I sometimes just, like, I'm looking here, 7-8 people are asking, and I'm like, let's do the selfie first, and then we'll talk. So anyway, I met Salman Zubair bhai. Let me tell you, this one guy, I think I'll meet him up soon. He's one of the youngest souls. He's much younger than me, but he's creating waves in youth. He is like one of those most popular guys, like people are taking selfies with, and then bro, big fan, and they're just engaging. So great to meet Salman bhai and Shabaz bhai. Soon I'll have a meetup with them. And I thought like, it was a good decision that I took, random decision to go there. Yeah, there were some negatives. Maybe some people shouldn't have gone there where you're not invited. I'm like, it's an open event. I don't need invitation. I'm not a VIP like that, they have to send me invite and everything. I can go on my own. So yeah, it was a great experience. Every time I go somewhere, I think it's nice. I'm going to engage so much more, and I'll just forget the negativity. And I think some people, they just are jealous, when you are loved by others. Just like that. It's not my work. It's not how much reviews I do, how much collection I have. I'll just tell you one thing. Some people are just happy when you are recognized or loved. This is what bothers them. They're thinking we are much richer. We have greater collection. We have a great pack, wolf pack. We kiss each other's butt like all the time. But in reality, they don't even like each other. They don't even like themselves, And it really makes me sad, because in the long run, I will be fine, because I know that I didn't do anything wrong. If you are triggered by my presence, and you just think like, I need to take revenge, I'm going to just, put him down, insult him a little bit. I'm not insulted, because for me, I take life differently. I am very strong compared to these people, because I live alone. If you learn to live alone, if you battle, yeah, there will be bad times. I know one thing, but I know one thing, there's God, These people don't believe in it. They're just like, we are going to show him. Bro, I don't need to prove anything anymore, So this I'm doing a little bit for the community, those who are asking what happened. I lived alone, survived alone, and I'm a very strong person. I went through lots of bad phases, but still I'm here. Work is here. I'm still pushing myself. That's as long as I do live, I will do that. So I'll suggest you one thing. Always remember, even if you're hated by a huge bunch, society, if you're doing certain work and you're being loved, you'll be hated by some other people. This is the reality. If you're successful, if you're happy, this bothers and triggers other people. They're like, they cannot believe, how come this person, he's supposed to be down? Why is he so happy? So if you are doing something right, you'll be hated. You'll be criticized. You'll be talking point. And this is when you know that you're doing something right. And another thing you need to know is there is God. No matter what extent you believe it in, but people cannot do anything if God doesn't allow. If something bad is going to happen to you, it was in God's plan. So I don't know, I'm telling you something funny because I think people would actually, in the fragrance game, some people would actually physically harm you if they don't like you. Even they don't know you in real life that much, that well, they just hate your guts, right? So don't worry about it, so it's okay. You just keep enjoying your work. I decided to be positive. I talked to some great people. They just, after talking to them, I felt, you know, I did the right thing, So anyway, if you are doing fragrance game, you have to understand this is so much more than fragrances. If you have a good collection and you've been doing this for a long time, if you're popular, people say you have a good collection and taste, it will always make someone else sad because they want that attention. They want that validation that, look at me, I have a crest. Look at me, I have recognition, I have an award. You can self-declare yourself that I am the champ. You always have to have that mentality, good, I'm the best, but you have to also work as the best, right? So I believe I did my best, giving the time day in, day out. My reviews are not the best. It's not that pinpoint, like most entertaining editing. I know I'm not one of the best reviewers, but I did leave my work. If you look for a brand and say Joy Amin, in Bangladesh, hardly any shop has any fragrance that I haven't reviewed, okay? So this is where I feel very proud. This is my area of pride, okay? And, I got the recognition and love from international arena. That's what was my goal. I achieved all my goals. Alhamdulillah, we say, like, by grace of God. So I have this outlook, people hurt me sometimes, but then I realized they are not that important to me, okay? So yeah, it's a good thing. Sometimes you need to go and face, like people, if you haven't faced bad, if you haven't faced evil, jealous, different kind of mentality people, you will not appreciate good people. This is where you appreciate, like, what are the other kind souls out there who absolutely showed you love, support. Man, if they were not bad people, you would not be able to appreciate goodness in life, okay? So that's what I feel, and this is what's up. This is the latest update, and I'm like, fine, no problem, I'll take it. Facebook is gone, no problem, I will carry on. It's not end of life. It's not like without Facebook cannot leave. We need Facebook for business or other purposes or reviews and my page. Yeah, I do need it, but I thought of it, it's like kind of like a couple of days, it felt like I was jail free, I didn't have to, I took my phone, click Facebook, it doesn't open. Then I'm like, okay, let me do other stuff. I took care of my birds, clean the water tank, clean the house. I was looking for, good food, just looking at other stuff. So it kind of felt like free for a while. So we were kind of in the jail in Facebook. We always are, but think of it, how much time we spend in social media and how much we don't have real friends. And we always like, right, we just put best photos of us on Facebook. We take a screenshot or selfie, and we just like, I some of these things, is people can be happy, but when I see like some guys, they just purposely like, that face, they're like, this is kind of cringe for me, like I haven't got used to that. But when guys pout, unless it's a funny pose, it's weird as F. And some of the people, they make cringe faces, like they just think it's funny, but they are not. It's like super annoying to look at. So yeah, we are narcissists in a certain way. Let me talk about that. I realized one thing, like we talk about narcissists, like people who are egoistic, but we don't talk about us. I am one of those people. I'll tell you, I am a narc, okay? And I'm not an ex-narc. I am a current narc, okay? And it's getting worse by the day. And I would like to say something. You may not support it, but I'll tell you. Those who are narcissists, they don't realize they are, okay? They don't ever realize, because you'll see, the symptom is you always feel you are right. No matter what you did, you never feel remorse. You never feel sorry. You cannot say sorry to people. And you'll never feel empathy. You always feel angered. You always feel triggered. Okay, you always feel insulted, and you always think that everybody's your enemy. So I have some of that in me, but I also can say sorry to people, and I did say sorry to many people when I felt I did them wrong, because they deserve it. But some people don't deserve it. Some people are just lowest scumbags. They don't deserve it. But what I'll tell you, if you can feel that something is wrong with you and you can cry and you feel remorse, you can actually go past that. And after you say sorry to someone, you see someone forgiving you, it's like a huge weight off your chest, right? So it feels good. So in a way, we all are narcissists in some ways. We have some issues. We feel egoistic, someone who's better than us in job, achievements, wealth, or whatever. We feel like jealous sometimes, right? Like, how come that guy, I'm not saying me, I am not like that, but I do feel jealous when I see people who are talented, real talented, and they have like guitar skills, they can dance, they can sing, and they have like corporate skills, they have communication skills better than me, better English. I don't feel jealous, but I feel like envy that I wish I could be that person. So I try to learn, So gaining knowledge is one thing. There's never ending process, but learning, it makes human beings beautiful. You make a mistake and learn from that. It's a great thing. Okay, that's what we are all about. Maybe some of us are not so talented. I'm telling you, I'm not very skilled. If I don't do this, I have skills in cricket coaching, cooking, and this is like all the people would say that's like a hobby. Why that's your job? Yeah, because I'm not good at, say, teaching, as in like classes, lectures. So that's why I didn't finish my PhD. I don't have any interest in academics, but I like learning, reading, learning about culture. So I think I would be a great tourist or a travel vlogger, because I like to visit new places, because I'm very happy to discover something new food, new culture, new nice people, like something new. Like, let's say I met one Nepali guy once in Bangladesh. He's a photographer, and this guy was taking pictures of some like odd subjects. Like, I was like, people usually take for flowers, children, whatever. He was taking like whatever garbage on the streets, like like a trash can, and he was taking with his huge DSLR and all that. And I was just following him, like I was having tea, and I was like, excuse me, if you don't mind, can I talk to you for a while? He's like, sure. I'm like, can I buy you a cup of coffee or tea? He's like, sure, no. He's a very friendly person. I was like, if you don't mind, what's the subject that you're taking picture of? He's like, like we always take pictures of some important things people love, but I like to take pictures of things that are, ignored, or they are not really cared for. People don't care for trash. So I think they also deserve, like people love puppies, right? They just love, everybody love puppies, cats, but no one cares for a trash can, like not trash can, like a can somewhere. It's just something you used and you threw away, and this has no more link with you. But when it was holding that favorite beverage of yours, you liked it. I was like, So I learned these things from people. Like, it's nice to know. It's like God's creation is beautiful, and people are so beautiful. So like sometimes when you see the real side of people, when they open up to you, is gorgeous. So I'm trying to say, we do have some narcissist traits in us. Sometimes it's very bad for others, because when they live with us, narcissists, they will suffer. Let me do a long video. They will suffer a whole lot because we are very selfish. Okay, I realize I'm very selfish, very like work. I determined in work. My focus always is doing reviews, my work, buying perfumes, this and that. But we people can be very selfish. We can be very mean. And I learned one thing is that I don't take revenge when people misbehave with me. There's recent times, there's a girl, I really liked her. I talked to 3 girls in recent times. One of them was a great friend. I shared my darkest secrets with her and everything. And then, she seemed like a good buddy of mine. Suddenly she did something out of nowhere. It's an insulting thing. And I cut her off. Okay, I didn't have any hatred towards her. It's just that I don't take disrespect. I just moved away from her. I just blocked her. Another girl, she was sort of like, call her a soulmate, and she watches my videos and everything, but she was not stable. Something is like, she has demons and stuff inside her head. And I know that she is not a bad person. She's a very good person. And I did say in one of the videos that I think I loved her so much more than my ex, because I felt the real side of her. I just put a status today. There is light in darkness, and there is darkness in light. And I felt it this morning. Like, sometimes you see the villains in the community or the society, and you think like, these are the bad people, he's the Joker. But sometimes when you look at Batman and Joker, sometimes feels like Joker is the good guy, because he has a lot of thoughts. If I watch that movie Ravan, in the end of the movie Ravan, there's a Tamil version and Hindi. I love the Tamil version, but I understood Hindi. So in the end, apparently the villain is the hero. Okay, so sometimes it happens. Sometimes we just always think like bad people are always like all bad. No, some of the villains have great traits. I am one of the villains. Okay, I never am a good guy. I never am a hero. I don't like to be a hero. I have so much darkness in me, because sometimes I'm so angry. I'm like, but I do have a good soul somewhere deep down. Someone told me once, like, deep down somewhere you still have a good person. You just don't want to show it. Yeah, because to survive in this world, you cannot be kind, you cannot be soft, you cannot be nice. Moment you open up your nice side to people, honest side to people, they think you are weak, and they can mess with you. They can treat you bad. They can gain your trust and then betray you. These things change people, and it's not the fault of narcissists. People are not born narcissists. People observe their parents, their family, their growing up, how people treat them. If you're mistreated, that's how. Oh, someone's screaming. Okay, that's how people change. When you are mistreated, ill-treated, you see some of those dogs, shelter dogs. They're so cornered in their side, and they're very like aggressive or defensive. Yes, they show you the fangs and stuff. Why? Because they have been mistreated. Okay, so instead of always blaming the narcissist or the people who mistreat you, try to understand where they come from. Maybe deep down somewhere they were wounded, and maybe it's possible to reverse it and you can heal them. Some people are not gonna be healed because they're already too damaged, but if you show simple gesture of kindness, a lot of things can change. I realize it, and a lot of people would not take their lives, mental health wise. A lot of men, mostly men, who take their lives, in reality. And this is the dark reality of the world. No one cares. Once you're gone, no one remembers you unless you are a legend or you're a true friend or a celebrity. But even celebrities, people forget. Like guys like Chester Bennington, people would remember. Okay, like Robin Williams, people will remember them. But a lot of other people don't even remember. You were talking about him yesterday, then 1 month, people, even their own wives, forget them. They get remarried. So reality is, I always say this: recognize people, good people or people worthy. Say thanks to them when they're alive, when they're here, and show them the appreciation when they're here. So they will take that. They will take it like, okay, I am loved, I am appreciated. Okay, I'm not just doing this for nothing. I'm like not being, overlooked. Okay. Once you appreciate people, when they go with this great satisfaction. It's the worst thing, I think, when people leave this planet with great sadness. That is the saddest part of this world. A lot of people, mean people, do bad things to you, but if the right people treated you right and said, it's okay, I know who you are, and you know that you are okay, you have a friend, okay, so you can talk to, you feel great. Okay, so I would say take care of others, like don't be selfish. But when you see people are being selfish and they broke your trust, have to have some discipline, self-love, self-care. Walk away. You don't have to take revenge. You don't have to do anything bad. Just cut them off from your life. That's what I'm going to do to people who have done that recent times in event. And I really, really hate people when they are friendly faces. That's where I'm dark. I'm not very kind-hearted like many of the other nice people. Like, why are you so angry? Good people are angry, bro. Okay, so I am evil, but I also have some good sides. I am honest. I don't like to mess around with my trust. If I trust someone, I'll give them 100% of my life. I will do anything for them if I love them. But moment they break their trust, they're not consistent, and I feel it's a waste of time. Don't waste your energy. Know that you can do it without anybody because you are born alone. You grew up alone. You don't need to depend on someone for your success, happiness, whatever. You can do it yourself. If you cannot do it yourself, you're weak, I'm sorry to say. Okay, so don't worry about people. People just come and go. Everything in this world is just material and temporary, and no need to take so much heartache because people are supposed to be a lesson. This is what I feel, and this is what I really, really feel. Okay, some people really hate me. Someone told me that girl, I called her my soulmate, sort of. It was too early. It was silly, but there was something, in her that I really found. She was super young and super beautiful. She was like one of the cutest persons I know, but she has so much bad history with her, so she's damaged for very severely. But anyway, she told me that when I left her, I totally left her. I did not do anything. I did not say her harsh word. I'll never use it. I never would say anything because she did something for me that healed me. Okay, and I respect this person a lot. I don't know what was her intention, what she thought about it, but she disappeared and started ghosting me. I don't like when people are on and off, hot and cold. I cannot take that. I'm like this person. I'm like hot or cold, whatever. Which one are you? If you're going to be cold, I'm going to be Sub-Zero with you. If you're hot, I'm going to be Scorpio. Okay, Scorpion. But I don't like this kindness and suddenly disappearance, suddenly very casual, this friend, and there's like, you're hot, this. I don't do that. Okay, I walked away and she told me, I gave her chances to talk to me. She didn't talk to me. She said that you are more mean than women. And I took it as a compliment. I know what it means because I learned from some of the best. Okay, I trained myself. I never ever let people like I'll be lost for them, chase them if they don't feel the same way about me. So I will suggest you one thing: be as strong as possible. Learn how to survive in this world alone and enjoy your work. Whatever is not in your luck, you don't have it. Let's say you didn't get your dream job, you didn't get your dream car. It doesn't matter. It was not in your fate. Whatever you have right now, focus on that and be thankful. If you have your parents alive, if you have still 3 times meal, you have a shelter, you have AC going on, and you don't have to beg, you don't have to be homeless, count your blessings, bro. People don't even get drinking water in Africa. People have to travel 20 kilometers to get water. So all those ways, I say, thank God. Okay, so never mind. So positives and negatives, good and bad, that's how we are, and that's what I did in this video. But I actually care for people who are the ones that matter. care for those people who are always your support system and always kind to you. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Love you all and have a very nice day.